Happy Monday once again, everyone. This is Bryan Devore with the Devore Realty Group, and it is now March 14th, just about 2 years since we started the Monday Market Moment. For those of you who have been with this the whole time, we started this right around the time the pandemic started, just to keep track of what was happening in the real estate world. It's been interesting, to say the least, to see what's been going on in the market, and it's been kind of fun to track it. So let's get right into this week's report. So, of course, we're going to talk about the latest stats. We do have the HomeDex Report, which is great because it shows you some interesting stats from not just a year ago comparison to now, and also 2 years ago when the pandemic started. So we can actually, it's from February, so we'll be able to take a look and see what the market was like right before the pandemic hit. Next month, we'll see the HomeDex Report after the pandemic started. We have metros with the cheapest homes for sale. That's always good to know. And finally, a 5,200 square foot home with just but 1 bedroom and 1.5 baths. Where is that, and what does that house look like? We'll get into that at the end, but first, let's see what the totals look like right now. Let's talk about how many homes we have on the market and in escrow. Active listings, 1,955. That's a slight increase from last week of 23 homes, but pending sales were up even more, up 31 to 3,233. Inventory is going up, pending sales going up faster. But months of inventory is starting to go back down again, 0.77 months of inventory. That's down 0.04 from last week. So now we are back below 0.8 months of inventory. Since last week, we saw 948 new homes come on the market in the last week. That's a dip from the week before of 40. We saw 692 homes go into escrow. That's an increase of 29 from last week. And new pendings listed within the last week, 68. So 10% of the homes that were listed in the last week are already in escrow. But look at this jump. New pendings listed within the last 2 weeks, 521. So 75% of homes that went into escrow were on the market for 2 weeks or less. That's up from 71%. So greater percentage of homes are selling faster. Speaking of sales, since last week, 552 homes closed escrow. That is down 35 from last week. The median list price also down, 762,500. That's down 36,500. Because median price always jumps around, depends on the mix of homes. So I don't take a whole lot of stock in this type of a movement unless we see it week after week. This is only a 1 week blip. We'll see. Median sales price, 800,000. That's also down 30,000 from last week. Average days on market, 15. That's up 2 days from last week. What was the least expensive home that sold? A San Marcos townhome or condo for $187,500. It was in a 55 plus community. So that's why the price was lower than what you might expect for a townhome in San Marcos. And then the most expensive sale, $14,500,000 in La Jolla. Here's the actives, pendings, and solds that came on the market, went into escrow and sold in the last week. We can kind of see the dip for the first time in quite a while in the number of new listings that came on the market. Since about a month and a half ago or so, inventory kept going up, and now it dipped a little bit. But the number of homes going to escrow is continuing to climb. So are we going to see that effect? We will, I think, on the market, and the number of closed sales also. Change in price, like I said, could be a temporary blip. We see that jumps around week to week all the time. All right, the HomeDex Report. Great report that shows all the market activity. Let's take a look at first new listings, February of last year versus February of this year. New listings are down 21%. Pending sales are down 16%. So both numbers have gone down, but pending sales have gone down less than new listings. Closed sales have gone down as well, but even less than that, 10%. Days on market, a quarter down. So from 20 days to 15 days, big drop. Median sales price up almost 15%. Average sales price up almost 18%. Percentage of original price received is up 4.5%. So what does that mean? Homes are selling for more above list price than they even were a year ago. Housing affordability index, we're going to get into that in just a moment. Inventory of homes, we'll get into that in a moment as well. And month supply, 0.6 months. That's over half month supply of inventory versus last year. And you have the year-to-date numbers as well, down across the board for the most part, except for prices, which are up. Okay, Inventory of homes for sale. This shows 2 years ago, 1 year ago, and now. And we can see right before the pandemic hit, the number of homes we had for sale was about 2,403, sort of a healthy, balanced market. Then last year it was down to 1,442, and then to now 607. So a drop from a couple years ago of almost 58%. So we can, it'll be interested to see what next month looks like for after the pandemic had started. Housing affordability index. This is the tough one. Housing affordability continues to drop. In February, you look at single family detached homes has gone from 53 to 44, now to 37. Detached from 80 to 68 to 53. That's a huge drop. And then year to date numbers as well. So again, what is affordability? For an example, the index of 120 means the median household income is 120% of what is necessary to qualify for the median priced home under the prevailing interest rate. So how are homes still selling so rapidly and for prices that are going crazy when people can't afford homes? Well, we're still seeing a lot of people moving in here who are not buying at the median. Their income is higher than the median. They have a lot more money to put down than the median. And so that's why we're continuing to see crazy numbers out there. But it is getting at least less and less affordable to buy a home in San Diego. Here's a Market Watch report that shows the different quadrants of the county. East County, median sales price up 18.6% over last year. Percentage of original price received up. Days on market down 26%. Closed sales also down. Then you have Metro, North County, and South County. Median sales price up across the board. Percentage of original price received up across the board. Days on market down across the board. Closed sales down across the board. So all of the quadrants are moving about the same. More specifically, let's take a look at the metro part of the county, which is downtown and areas around there. You can see the median sales price up almost 19%, average sales price up 29%. And homes for sale is down 61.5%. Months of supply down 2/3. And think about how many homes we had for sale and take out 2/3 of those. It's amazing. And then days on market down 37.5%. So you can see the activity there. I picked out Metro, number one, because of those start changes. But I also looked at a couple different zip codes in that area. Take a look at Ocean Beach. Median sales price up 111% over last year. Homes have way more than doubled in, I'm not going to say value, in price. Value is a tough question to answer right now. Up 111%. Scripps Miramar, up 89%. And we're not talking about just 2 sales, which could make the numbers vary quite a bit, but a couple dozen homes sold in Ocean Beach and more than that in Scripps Ranch. So plenty of sample size. Just unreal what's happening in some of these zip codes. All right, but you can get a cheap home in some of these areas, the cheapest homes for sale in the United States. Here's the list. Here's the top 10 or the low 10, I guess. Notice that number 10, Topeka, Kansas, is the furthest west area. Everything else is east of there. Nothing on the West Coast or even moving towards the middle of the country has cheapest homes, unfortunately. And then finally, a 5,200 square foot home for sale with 1 bedroom and 1.5 bath. There it is right there. But you can see it's kind of a strange looking home and lots of land around it. Well, the land is included as well. It's a Quonset home standing out near Texas A&M University. It's on the market for $3.9 million. It's a contemporary structure, just one of the buildings on this huge 62-acre parcel in Central Texas. So you do get 62 acres of land, even though you only get 1 bedroom and 1 bath. More than 17,000 adjustable LED lights brighten everything up. There's a lot more photos and information, some really cool stuff you'll want to take a look at. If you click on the Constant Contact email, you'll be able to read the article provided by Realtor.com that has all the information you're going to want to see in case you might want to move to Texas. That's it for this week's Monday Market Moment. If you have not yet subscribed to the Monday Market Moment, go to my website, DevoreRealtyGroup.com. You will get not only this video, but you'll get the Constant Contact email with all of the articles that I found this week that I thought would be interesting, including that 5,200 square foot home. Plus, you can download the HomeDex Report. So if you have any questions, give me a call, send me a text, whatever you like. That's it for this week's Monday Market Moment. Thank you as always for watching. Stay safe and healthy. I look forward to seeing you next week in the next Monday Market Moment. Have a great day.
You've been watching Monday Market Moment. We invite you to share this video with friends and colleagues. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll never miss an update.